It was the second day of safari, and we were up early, and the first ones at the main lodge.
Wait, what'd you find? Wow.
Some amphibian.
Amphibian.
That's cool, because you never know what critters can be hanging around at the lodge. We were headed down to the swamp area to look for leopard, probably one of the hardest animals to find at LEWA, as well as on most safaris. Oh, the landscape at LEWA was so beautiful, and having accented this morning with a rainbow just started our day off right. This beautiful morning let us have the opportunity to see just a few of the hundreds of species of birds that fly around LEWA, like a guinea fowl coming down from roosting in a tree all night, a yellow-throated spur fowl, a Cory buzzard, which can reach over 40 pounds and is thought to be the heaviest bird that can fly. It was a very nice drive right down to that swamp as we approached a small herd of gazelles trotting across the trail, but not before I could get a quick shot. The sound and the scent of the rain added to the pleasant mood of this morning. As I looked up, I got to see one of my favorite birds roosting high up in a treetop, the crown crane. I grabbed a quick shot of some young ostriches. The largest bird. And to my right was one of the smallest birds in the bee eaters. And looking close, I realized I actually got a picture of the one on the left eating a bee. The birds were everywhere that morning. Sitting high up was a crested eagle. Close by, a roller and a hornbill shared the same tree. As my eyes were looking intensely for a leopard lounging in the tree branches, we came across some eagles eating a leg from a small antelope. These larger birds of prey are amazing. I'm sure even to that antelope they were pretty cool to watch fly above. That is until they swooped down and killed them. Even though I'm not a bird nerd, I do like trying to take pictures of them in between looking for the big cats. You usually have to be quick before they fly away. Here's a shrike on the stump. So heading back to camp, we saw this jackal coming towards the jeep. I mean, that's the cool thing about drives. You never know what you're going to see or what's ever going to come up to your jeep. But like the birds, he didn't stick around too long. So on the way back to camp, we spotted some jeeps in the road looking at something. LEWA has a good rule of only allowing 2 jeeps viewing an animal at a time. So when it was our turn to get a closer look, I was simply amazed to find out that they were looking at the Cheetah brothers. And not only were they still alive, they were looking as healthy as ever. Cats are usually solitary, and only lions will travel in groups called a pride. But these cheetahs must have realized that there's certainly a stronger force hanging out as 3 brothers. On my first trip to LEWA in June 2003, these cheetahs were just a few years old and had established a group. Here is some footage from a 2005 trip. As you can see, these boys haven't changed a bit. Now this coalition of these 3 brothers could be the longest running coalition of cheetahs ever recorded. It was nice to sit there and add to my collection of pictures of these handsome boys. It is a real rough life being a wildcat, to take down your prey, to watch out for other large predators, to protect your home range. And these cheetah boys have made it look easy for over 10 years. On a sad note, we did learn that even though they'll break away for a while to breed with a female, they'll often return to kill their offspring in order to keep their competition down. So we left them lying there, and I wondered if I would ever see them again. It's funny, as just weeks later I would see them on Animal Planet, featured on the show Life, which was narrated by Oprah, who, like me, is a famous person from Chicago. Why hang out as a group? Well, it's pretty much a smorgasbord for them here at LEWA. You got 3 cheetahs all hunting at the same time. And also, if you're hanging out, you got 2 other cheetahs that are going to look for lion and help you out. So it makes perfectly good sense for all 3 of those big males to stay together and be very successful here at LEWA. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Safari LEWA. For information on the LEWA Wildlife Conservancy and ways you can help other wildlife, please read the description of this video. Thanks for watching.